Yes, it is! All of that! You messed up now! Kofi and Creed's on the scene! Ooh, they say it's about to be official, y'all. The New Day is gonna be all elite after they turned down the 50% pay cut from TKO. I heard Tony Khan gave him the blank check. I heard he took the big bag of money and treated it like that Nickelodeon slime from back in the day and slapped it on him. Like it was nothing, man. The tag team division is gonna get interesting. But think about this, y'all. I was thinking about this a few hours ago, actually, man. You got Swerve. You got Tony Storm. You got Ricochet, Andrade, Miss Mercedes Moné, and now the New Day. I know this is wrestling, but if this was the NFL, WWE will break the record for the most turnovers in history. I mean, think about it. Look how the Fed just keeps fumbling when it comes to new talent, man. This is embarrassing. Now, we all knew when the New Day turned down the reconstructed contract TKO was offering and decided to walk away from the Fed, going to AEW felt inevitable, man. And now it looks like it could be official. According to a report from Fightful Select, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, who's now going by Austin Creed, are expected to join AEW soon. Fightful reached out to sources within the company, and while those sources stopped short of outright confirming that the contracts have been signed, the writing is on the wall. After everything these dudes accomplished in WWE, they're now set to completely reinvent themselves. And we already seen AEW do that successfully with former WWE talent Swerve Strickland, Tony Storm, Ricochet, Andrade, Mercedes Moné, like I said before in the beginning of the video, and even FTR got reinvented. So if this Fightful report turns out that what everybody thinks is gonna be, the New Day could be getting ready for a completely new chapter in AEW. This is hard, man. The tag team division is looking promising. You got the Motor City Machine Guns, who debuted a few weeks ago. You got Cage and Cope at the top of the division as champions. You got the Young Bucks, still one of the best tag teams in professional wrestling. You got Gates and Agony from the Demand. You got the Hurt Syndicate somewhere lurking. Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, FTR, like I said, Brodito, Private Party somewhere in the mix, and more. I can't wait to see what we got in store for the New Day storyline wise, because watching these dudes in the Fed over the last few years been torture. WWE didn't exactly give them much to work with towards the end of their run. Turning on Big E was probably the most interesting thing they've done within recent memory. They finally had some real heat, and creative completely dropped the ball and went in a completely different direction with their characters, man. Remember when they won the titles at WrestleMania in a lackluster match wrapped around Clash of the Titans sponsorship that looked straight goofy? On both of these teams, they held the belts for about 2 months, man, dropping them only after defending them twice. Then after they lost the titles, instead of it leading into some type of good storyline, they spent months walking around in black clothes and doing this funeral attire, mourning like we didn't see Chelsea Green literally do the same exact thing months ago. Then out of nowhere, they added Grayson Waller to be the third member of the New Day, which made the booking even more confusing. Now in AEW, we not only get the opportunity to see better matches from these two, but hopefully we get better storylines too. One thing about Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, these dudes are creative geniuses. The fact that they got the New Day gimmick over as well as they did and became legends in the tag team division is proof that when you give these guys a little creative freedom, good things are gonna happen, and they're definitely gonna be entertaining. Now, speaking of creative direction in the New Day, that's a good segue into Mr. Swerve Strickland. Swerve and Prince Nana returned on Dynamite last night and addressed Brodito and Hangman. Ricochet comes out to interrupt them, and the Demand was about to jump Swerve, but Swerve left with this sick smile on his face. Then he put out a cryptic message on X. Everybody's wondering, who is bro about to recruit, man? What does he mean connecting the dots? Before Dynamite even aired, there were already posts on X speculating that Swerve now could be teaming up with the New Day, and I think this would be so fire. I never even contemplated them teaming up, but now that I think about it, that's almost a perfect situation for Kofi and Creed to get their feet wet for the first few weeks. Have them alongside Swerve, let them get established, then maybe later on down the line we could get the match of the New Day and the Young Bucks. Or maybe it's not even the New Day. Maybe Swerve goes in a completely different direction and recruit the Hurt Syndicate, Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, but let me know in the comments who else he could potentially recruit on the roster. Now, I don't know what direction Swerve's gonna go in when it comes to hiring help, but I do know one thing: I don't want no smoke with whoever he recruits. I actually went out my way to make this be known, man. I went on his website, www.swervestrickland.com, and if you missed the live, look, Swerve, I done got me a t-shirt, man. This is fire, bro. It got a good old logo, some good old merch. I got me a cassette tape. I got me a CD. I done bought everything I could on the website. So all you guys that's running, telling Swerve all the negative stuff I done said, make sure you tell him the positive too, man. If you think about it, I'm just like a guy that bought a brand new car fresh off the lot. Oh, why you say that, Bobby Monsoon? Well, because I don't want no problem. Oh, why you say that, Bobby Monsoon? Exclusively on BobbyMonsoon.com. Y'all asked for it and it's here. The Why You Say That t-shirt. I want to thank everybody that's copping the merch, that's liking, commenting, subscribing, hyping, everybody in my lives multiple times in the week, all the people in the chat. I want to thank everybody, man. Y'all really helped the channel grow. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. BobbyMonsoon.com. And Why You Say That shirt now. Back to the content. Dynamite started off with Goku and Vegeta, y'all. This is what y'all wanted, right? Where's all the people that was in my comments telling me, oh, this is gonna be the greatest match of all time? Okay, that might be true. It might still be the greatest match of all time. I know the route getting there is a little bit lackluster, to say the least. Now, I'm not saying it's trash. I'm not saying it's the worst thing in the world. What I am saying is I'm not feeling like this is the most important thing on the card of All In, man. I'm not feeling that hatred. I'm not feeling like this is a must-win for Ospreay. I'm just not feeling the emotion I need to be feeling like back in 2024, Daniel Bryanson versus Swerve, title versus career match. 2025, Moxley versus Hangman Adam Page for the belt, Texas Death Match. I'm not feeling that! And I'm sorry, AEW sickos. I already know I'm gonna have people in the comments. Let Tony Khan cook. It's 17 days until All In, and technically it's 11. Yo, this Saturday Collision is all Continental Cup, bro. So by the time we get to Wednesday, it's going to be 11 days. 2 more Dynamites until the biggest event of this company career. We need something. We need a home run. Either the next Dynamite or the go-home show. It's just like, come on, bro. You got to do something. The whole, I respect you. Yo, Kenny Omega, I'm going to tell y'all what happened, man. Will Ospreay's cutting a promo, right? Don Callis comes out. He starts talking about, oh, man, I was with you when you beat Kenny Omega, and I was with Kenny Omega when he was on top, and, I'm sorry, my bad. Let me put some respect. Don Callis of the Don Callis family! Alright, there we go, my bad. So back to Don Callis. He's on the mic and he's talking about how, you know what I mean, he's with whatever he was saying. But the Don Callis came in, they started jumping Will Ospreay, man, and Kenny Omega saves the day. And he has a pipe in his hand and he tells him, oh man, that's the last time I'm saving you. Like, what are we doing? We're moving backwards. At Redemption, Kenny Omega, hit Ospreay with the one-winged angel. I'm thinking the cleaner's back. The week after that, he slaps Will Ospreay up. I'm thinking the cleaner's back. I'm thinking, y'all, he called himself the cleaner because he was doing anything to collect all the belts. Maybe he's calling himself the cleaner because he became squeaky clean, and he's gonna roll the red carpet out for Will Ospreay to win in London, bruv. If you ask me, I'm having Ospreay lose in London. I'm thinking the buildup is not there. We might need to pull a WrestleMania 39. I'm sorry for bringing up the Fed AEW sickos, but this might, it's so obvious Will Ospreay gonna win in London. I think Tony Khan need to throw a curveball, have Kenny Omega retain, and let's just figure it out there, man. MJF being hurt just really messed a lot of things up. I think, you know what I mean, if you ask me. Speaking of MJF, he had the triple threat match that I really wasn't excited for, to be honest, man. You got Nick Wayne, Speedball Mike Bailey, MJF. Now, if you watch this match, you could tell MJF, he didn't do no crazy spots, you know what I mean? He didn't really work too heavily. He kind of left out the ring. He went on commentary, and he was like, man, I'm going to let these two idiots fight while I scrap the bones. That was kind of fun. MJF always do great work as a heel, man, and he wasn't really too active in this match, though, man. But, of course, he finds a way to win. He taps out Nick Wayne, and then he grabs the mic, and he says, oh, I'm the only true champion, the OTC. Sounds familiar. I'm not gonna lie, man. Y'all know MJF, my favorite wrestler. Y'all know that's my man. I was happy when he came back, Grand Slam. Him doing this only true champion, I don't understand it at all, bro. If you're the only true champion, why are you going into a gauntlet match then for a contract? The same thing you done last year. Are you the true champion or somebody else? Now, they're telling me, a lot of my chat, shout out my AEW sickos in the chat, they're telling me, hey, Bobby, slow down. Hey, that's MJF character. That's your favorite wrestler, but you don't know his character. He's delusional. And it's like, I get it, man. If that's his character, okay, but that doesn't mean this is fire. It's not, bro. I'd rather have MJF be out of the gauntlet. I'll have him like act like he's boycotting All In or something like that. Have him do a special occasion, special something at All In, bro. And I don't know. It just seems like a mess. I honestly don't know what I would do at this point, man. MJF not being in the championship picture 2 times in a row is kind of crazy, bro. It is, man. The only true champion, but being in the gauntlet match to be the real champion, then leaning on that he's delusional. That's why it makes sense. It doesn't make sense. It's lackluster. Just like how Tekla not being an All In doesn't make sense either. Once again, y'all, she done carried this company on her back when it comes to the women's division. Majority of the year, dog. I don't understand now. Shout out Mercedes and Willow. They did a segment that was kind of cool. Mercedes Moné, she came and attacked Willow. I feel like we got more heat with Mercedes and Willow than Ospreay and Omega. That's a different story. Mercedes and Willow, that was a fire backstage joint. I still want something for Tekla. I don't understand why this wasn't a triple threat. Tekla should have went into All In with the championship around her waist. It should have been a triple threat match, and that would have been way more fire than seeing the same match we've seen over and over again. I promise you, dog, I'm not trying to go nuclear on the AEW stream, but dog, y'all know how much I love Tekla, man. Seriously, dog. Let's reward this woman for the job she's done in 2026, dog. I am trying not to snap over this. God help me, bro. Jay White goes over David Finlay in a match for the Continental Cup, and to be honest, y'all, I was expecting a lot more from these two match-wise, storyline-wise. And I really wish AEW would do more and fill people in. Now, fortunately for me, I got a community that tells me, oh, you got to watch this documentary, that, the Bullet Club, and the history of David Finlay and Switchblade. But for the casual fan watching this, when I be trying to have casual people watch AEW, it's so hard to catch up on some of this stuff because they do not fill you in on anything. They don't give you no New Japan. I don't even think Tony Schiavone, Paul White, nobody mentioned the Bullet Club or barely. Like, come on, where's the heat between these two? Because if I'm just a casual fan, I'm thinking Jay White just showed up, has beef with David Finlay for whatever reason, and now they're just doing a Continental Cup match. Whatever, man. The match was cool, I guess, bro. Jay White winds up winning, and it seems like we'll be doing... I don't know, bro. Whatever, man. They're saying they got random draws. Like, I'm trying to understand the concept of the Continental Cup. I know we got the C2, but when they got the Continental Cup, I'm like... Well, damn, I thought we had the C2. Well, yeah, we got the C2 and the Continental Cup. Okay, bro. For me, it's just too many tournaments, to be honest. But we'll see what happens with that. They had a cool match, but this first hour of Dynamite was shaky. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Now the second hour of Dynamite got a little bit more interesting. You got Hangman Adam Page, Brodito, the trio champions, man. They coming out. They about to have this little celebration. It's about to be celebratory, but of course, we know who's gonna ruin that. Mr. Swerve Strickland, Prince Nana coming out. He's popping it, man. Remember, he beat Bandito at Double or Nothing. He beat Brody King, tried to stomp his head into a cinder block at, I forgot what pay-per-view that was. And you know the history between Hangman. You know the history between Swerve, man. We thinking we're going to get Hangman and Swerve one-on-one one more time. But nah, man, you got a Ricochet coming out with the Demand, Gates Agony, and some friends. Popping at the Swerve, man, and they have a little back and forth. They about to jump Swerve, but Swerve walks away with a sick smile. He sends a tweet out, something about connecting dots and stuff like that, man. It's obvious that we might be doing maybe a triple threat trios match at All In. I don't know, man, but Swerve seems to be calling himself the Glue for a certain reason. We'll find out, man. And I promise you, dog, Dynamite seemed like it started at 9 p.m. yesterday. This is when I started to get interested in seeing what's going on, man. And I think this would be fire, of course, dog. Next, you got a random match of Kevin Knight retaining his belt against Chris Jericho. This was a good match for the most part, man. The ending was just cringe, though, man. I gotta keep it a bean. Jericho has Kevin Knight in the walls of Jericho in the middle of the ring. I'm guessing Don Callis was supposed to interfere and hit him with the screwdriver, but Chris Jericho was way too far from the ropes. So he gets up and actually moves closer to the rope so he could get hit with the screwdriver and lose the match. Man, this was just hard to watch. I'm gonna show y'all how crazy this was.
Why are you moving to the rope?
Darby Allin cutting a promo saying, Kevin Knight, let's see if you could really deserve that TNT title. Let's see if you really next up in AEW. Let me see you in a false count anywhere, a street fight, no disqualification. I forgot specifically what it was, man. But they're going to be fighting all over the arena. You could guarantee that. I'm going to tell you why this match is fire, y'all. Kevin Knight is having his best year of his professional wrestling career, if you ask me, since I've seen him. And Darby Allin is having his best year. He won the title. He not only won the AEW championship, he had a great title reign too. Even though it was short, probably one of the shortest, best transitional title reigns I've seen in professional wrestling. These two have a lot to prove. These two will be looking to steal the show at All In. Do not be surprised if they do. Oh man, I forgot the Don Callis family. Gonna definitely be stealing the show. It's going to be hard, Kevin Knight and Darby Allin. We got a three-way match for the International Championship. Okada, you got Takeshita, and you got Kyle Fletcher. See, what happened was they was backstage, man. Kyle Fletcher cutting a promo. Don Callis saying, look, I got to play with the Don Callis family. We can't take no losses. We're doing a triple threat match. And this is going to be fire, man. Don Callis family guaranteed to walk out with gold in London. I'm not complaining. That match very well might steal the show, man. We got a lot of good matches tonight, man. We got a lot of good matches coming in for All In. My problem isn't All In. We all know all of them are gonna work. Just some of these storylines, I just wish we went in different directions. I just wish I felt a little bit more as far as the creative, and some AEW sickles are gonna completely ignore me saying that, bro. They're gonna completely ignore me saying everything I like about the build-up. All they're gonna do is highlight the bad, and we gotta stop doing that, bro. Seriously. Next, you got Chris Statlander going over Viva Van, I think her name was. Man, this is my first time seeing her wrestle, but man, I was definitely impressed with her work, man. I'm not gonna lie, bro. But Chris Statlander goes over, she does an interview with Mick Foley, and there's gonna be, I think, a four-way match. You got Chris Statlander, Persephone, Hikaru Shida, and who else? Maya World for the TBS Championship. I guess, bro. I guess it's cool, man. You know what I mean? I'm not really. I like Maya World, but I feel like they're not telling enough story with her and with the TBS Championship. I'm not really invested in anything they're doing with Shida and Chris Statlander. It's cool. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's just I don't feel nothing when I see it. And, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure it'll be a solid match. Next, you got Thunder Rosa, Maya World going over Persephone and Shida. This was a solid tag team match. Like I said, it's just the same. Nothing. It's just a random tag team match, man. Honestly, some of these matches didn't need to be on Dynamite. I wish that they told a little bit more story with Kenny Omega and Ospreay, man. It's like at that point yesterday we had 3 Dynamites to tell this story, and what they did in the beginning of the show left a lot more to be desired. But like we had all night instead of all these matches and. Dog, why can't we tell a little bit more story of the biggest prize? We're talking about the AEW Championship. This is the most prestigious prize you can have in this company. But whatever, the tag team match was cool. After that, you have a banger main event. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I'll be telling y'all AEW sickos, I don't see what y'all see in Jack Perry, bro. Like, Jack Perry, cool. I'm not saying he's trash, but, you know what I mean? I like his song. I like doing, whoa, I like doing that, but I don't really see what y'all see. But that changed after the night. Just like Kyle O'Reilly, man. Jack Perry, a dog, bro. Him and Jon Moxley in a straight dog fight for the Continental Cup. Now, I don't understand why we're doing the Continental Cup, but that Jack Perry performance, I'm like, all right, this means something. And these are the type of matches I want to see on Collision. Now, I'm not going to jinx it. Y'all know I'll be missing Collision. I want to see Roderick Strong versus Kyle O'Reilly. I'll be missing Collision. You know what I mean? I'm guilty of that. But I want to see how hard these people go, these wrestlers go this Saturday with this Continental Cup, man. This was a dog fight in the main event, but you know how it ended. Jon Moxley tapping out. Nah, he didn't even tap out Jack Perry. Jack Perry, he passed out. I think Moxley choked him out. You know what I mean? Beat him up, got color on him, biting his face. He whipped Jack Perry, man. Jack Perry was fighting back. He did everything he could. Moxley just a dog. We all know this. It's different. Happily, Moxley is still in the tournament. And at the end, a lot of people saying it's going to be Moxley and Jay White in the main event. So we'll see how that happens. But let me know in the comments what you think about that. All right, Dynamite, man. I'm never looking for a perfect. I would like a perfect show, of course, but was Dynamite perfect? No. Did we have better Dynamites? Yeah. Was it the worst show of all time? No. We got the return of Swerve. We got some questions that's answered. You know what I mean? We got a great main event, and it was alright. You know what I mean? It was alright. We're really close to All In though, man. We're 30 days out. I keep saying we're 11 days out if you ask me, because the Saturday is all Continental Cup matches in Collision. I said this before, bro. By the time we get to Dynamite again, it's going to be 11 more days. We have 2 episodes of Dynamite before going into the biggest show of the year. I just wanted to feel like that, dog. I don't want to go into a show, then the pay-per-view is good, then I'm like, this was a great pay-per-view, but I want to get excited for that pay-per-view, bro. I'm not feeling the same excitement that I felt last year and the year before that. Sickos, I'm sorry. I'm not saying that. I'm sorry. Oh, my God. I can't. I'm sorry, bro. It's cool. It's fire, bro. These last 2 episodes of Dynamite, man, I want Tony Khan to really hit a home run. Yes, my expectations are above the roof. It's outside of the roof. Yes, if this was WWE and they did a percentage of anything, I'll be saying it's the greatest thing ever because my expectations are super low. For AEW, my expectations are high. We got 2 more Dynamites. Let's go. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about that, man. I'm going to be arguing with y'all in the comments because I know there's going to be a bunch of explanation of why I shouldn't think what I think. So I'll be arguing with y'all in the comments. Don't worry. I'll make sure I carve a nice amount of time out for it. I'm going to holler at y'all. It's Bobby Basu 215. Like, comment, subscribe. Bow!